Hello, my name is Selena.
And my name's Theoni, and you are listening to Piping Hot.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Piping Hot. We are so excited that you've decided to listen in again this week.
Literally
Theoni
ecstatic. Oh, go ahead.
Really,
Sorry, go ahead.
truly. No, it's okay. Theoni and I were having, technical difficulties trying to get this episode to you guys, okay?
You know what? I'm sick of this country, and let me tell you why. They keep taking away free stuff that I've been working with for months, and now you're going to tell me I can't use that free stuff all of a sudden? No. The platform
and it was, working
recorded
perfectly.
Literally. And then now you're just going to tell me no?
Exactly.
Without any warning? Screw
Exactly.
you. Honestly. No. Here's what happened, you guys. We were trying to record on our usual platform that we record on. Then all of a sudden I see this stupid little thing in the corner of the screen that says 14 minutes remaining. And I said, what do you mean 14 minutes remaining? We talk a lot longer than 14 minutes.
Yes, we do.
So then I go through 500 different things, not getting a clear answer what's going on. So then we're like, okay, screw this, because finally we figure out we literally can't record on that platform anymore because you have to pay. I'm good without that. So then now we're on a random new platform, and if this goes to shit, I will cry, but I'm hoping that it'll be okay. Literally.
Yeah. I think this episode will be fine, but next week is a different answer.
No, literally. I don't know what we're going to do next week, but that's a next week problem. So,
yeah, exactly.
Yahoo.
Well, we're happy to be here now.
We are. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
Truly.
So, how has your week been? Got to keep out for Selena. Sorry.
Yes.
I'm really
It's okay. My week has been really chill, thankfully.
Okay.
This past week I've been going back to the gym, and I've been walking a bit more. So it's been nice trying to get back into some sort of routine. I don't know. March has been just so wonky for me, but that's looking good, but work is still really chill, and I'm just living my best life over here.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah. I'm glad it's chill. You deserve a week that's chill every once in a while,
Yeah, no, I truly do. I really
do. Yes, ma'am, you do.
I just get overwhelmed really easily, and so I'm like, you know what? I could go without it.
Yeah, politely, I'm good without. Thanks.
Exactly. What about you? How's your week?
Week has been good. I feel like I'm back into the swing of things after the shit show.
Good.
That was my last week. So I'm feeling better. Work has been very busy, but not in a crazy overwhelming way. I mean, more for me trying to get back into work a little bit, I think has been hard, but the actual work has been pretty straightforward, which is good.
Good.
The week just feels so long right now, honestly, but everything's good, and I've been writing a lot. I know we usually do our updates later, but I'm officially through what I had mapped out for my second revision. And I was telling Selena earlier that I'm not rewriting the ending, but kind of rewriting the ending. So now I just have to crank that out. So once I crank that out, I'm officially done with my second revision. And I feel like it's a different book. A little. Not a different book, but
my God.
I just feel like the themes emerged, and I added so many more hints earlier in the book and things like that it feels less of oh, I like you, why though, and more of a story. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. I really want to read it again.
Okay, but here's the thing, because maybe I'm saying that, but then you read it again and you're like, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? you know,
what themes? No,
literally, yeah, no, dead serious. So we'll see, but I'm feeling so much better about it than I was the first time I sent it off to you. So
good. I'm really, really happy about that, and I'm happy that you're almost done with this revision, because I know it's been such a grind for you to get through it.
Oh my Lord. Yeah, there was a solid week there where I was like, F this, man, but we're here. So how's your writing been going?
Good, good. I'm still on a writing ban until this Saturday, and I'm very excited to get back into writing. I have been plotting out my adult fantasy like a madman. Like I did it probably just before lunch today, and then I did it all afternoon, and I'm like, you know what? I need to stop planning because my head was literally gonna explode, Theoni. Like I was so overwhelmed trying to like think of everything. Like it was just a lot. I mean, good a lot, but like just a lot.
Well, I got your Snapchat today, and it's like the thing is, you say you're on a writing ban, but and you're not writing, but like you're still kind of writing. So like,
yes,
but it is overwhelming. Like the beginning is, I mean, all the parts are hard in their own ways, but the beginning is really when like you have to come up with a base for what you're writing, and without like that solid base or that solid idea, you can't write the book. So it's like very stressful, I think, to make sure that's solid.
No, definitely. And today I also went through like naming stuff, which like you think it's easy, but like for fantasy, it's like you're creating everything from the ground up. So it is so hard. It's like I have to give currency a name because I'm not using dollars, right? So it has to be a different currency. It has to be a different city. It has to be a different continent. It has to like all the magic stuff. Like you have to give everything a single name, and then you have to name the characters. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
For those reasons, I'm out. Like no joke. Like I could never. My names would be so dumb. If I tried to read a fantasy book, like the continent would be called like Bingo Bongo, and then the currency would be called like a pray. Go. I don't freaking know. Like I could never. I literally could never.
Yeah. It takes so much time trying to just come up with these stupid names. So that's what I was doing as well. And then I went through the book and re-outlined kind of everything. Then this afternoon I was re-outlining like the main plot. And so just trying to like make sure that there are no plot holes. And so like I understand what the plot is too, because it's kind of like a mystery almost. So I have to like try to plan out this mystery and make sure that I understand it. So it was just a lot. It was a lot, and I think I'm gonna be done for tonight because my mind is just going insane.
Yeah. Well, I can't even imagine. I really can't. Yeah. But good for you, girl. I'm like, go off. You're so good at what you do.
Thank you. I appreciate it. What are you drinking?
Okay, guys. Let me just tell you a little something. Okay. No, Selena is literally the best. I was having like such a horrible week last week. Like I really was like, I can't do anything anymore. Like I'm over it. And so she sent me a little care package, and it was really cute. Like I deadass kind of want to keep the box. Like I was I opened the box. I was like, oh my God, this is such a cute box. That's being an adult. Okay. I'm getting excited about boxes. But then it came with like a candle that smells like lavender because she knows I like lavender. So she literally got me one that smelled like lavender. and then it came with like honey and tea and socks and a mug. So I'm drinking out of the mug, and it says a hug and a mug, okay? And then it came with tea. Honestly, I don't remember what kind it is, but I do really like it. And the honey's really good. So I'm drinking Selena's care package tea. I'll get back to you on the flavor because I'm dumb. And yeah, she also wrote me a very good note, and it was very beautiful, and it made me cry. Well, actually, it didn't make me cry because I just laughed until I didn't allow myself to cry. So
correct. That is correct.
In conclusion, Selena, you rock. Thank you so much for being thoughtful.
Oh, of course.
So what are you drinking?
What am I drinking? Oddly enough, I had oolong earlier this past weekend, and I like hated it.
Oh,
which is so
not
weird.
oolong. Oh my God.
I know, right? So I've just been drinking lemon ginger with probiotics. I've been digging that, and then I've also been digging the immunity support from Good and Gather as well. I think I'm just like not in the mood for something really, really strong. I just like need something so plain. And I don't know why. It's so weird because I feel like I'm usually the opposite of like I need something that has flavor within it. But
yeah,
I think these past couple of weeks I'm like, no flavor at all.
yeah. No, but I feel like you go through phases, and I'll go through phases where any kind of tea is honestly the worst thing I've ever tasted. So it just,
yes.
I feel like you go through phases of what you're in the mood for, you know?
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
I'm hoping it passes fast. So, just kidding. All right. What
Yes.
are you reading, watching, listening, consuming?
Okay, so I have actually read a little, which is great because I feel like I was like kind of a little out of a slump. Let me check my Goodreads. So basically it's been a lot of, I forgot to say that I finished. So basically what I've been reading lately is a lot of Colleen Hoover, but I read Maybe Someday, which is a book that one of my friends got me for my birthday. And then I read the sequel to it, Maybe Now. And then I didn't know this, but there's a little novella in between. So I went and bought that after the fact. And I read the little novella called Maybe Not. So,
how interesting.
Yeah. So it was really, really good. Yeah.
Okay, good.
I liked it. I think there was like a little bit of a cheating situation in it, but not in the way you'd think. It was very confusing.
Were they on a break?
No, it wasn't confusing. We were on a break.
No. Yeah, right.
I mean, it was cheating, but like it also wasn't. No, it literally was cheating. But like if you read it, you'd understand.
Can you just explain it to me? I mean, you're really bad at explaining things, but can you attempt to explain?
Okay. Well, basically, spoiler alert. Basically, the main guy, Ridge, has been dating this girl, Maggie, for like over 5 years. Maggie has cystic fibrosis, so she basically has a very short life expectancy. She's sick all the time and whatever. Rich knew this going into the relationship, right? But basically neither of them really wanted to be together, but like Maggie doesn't have any family, so she stayed kind of in the relationship because like Ridge and like Ridge's friends, who are also her friends, but like were her only support. And then Ridge was a musician and he met this girl, Sydney, and Sydney got cheated on with her boyfriend. So then she moved in with Ridge and like his roommates without even knowing Ridge at all. And they never cheated. Well, they kissed one time, Ridge and Sydney, before Ridge and Maggie broke up. But basically, they were writing songs together. And another whole element to this is that Ridge is deaf. And Sydney didn't know sign language, so they would communicate with text. And like the way that he plays music is by listening to vibrations and stuff. And Sydney would like write the lyrics to the songs he played on the guitar. And like he would like listen to the vibrations in her body as she would sing. So the tension was high, and they only kissed once. But that's how I mean. I can't even tell you enough, but yeah.
There's like so many layers.
That's what I mean. I know.
Holy crap.
How am I ever going to write a synopsis for my book? It's either like, this person is a girl who likes things, or it's going to be like the entire plot of the book. Like,
yes.
I don't know.
Very nice. Yes. Well, I'm happy that you're like out of your book slump, because I know that was like a couple of weeks. Well, not a couple of weeks, but long enough that it felt weird.
Yeah. No, literally. So I'm very happy I'm out of my book slump. But yes.
Good. What's on like the next docket? Like, what are you going to read next?
So I'm going to be reading Archer's Voice with one of my friends.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Except she reads just a little slower than me. So we're going to like finish half of the book in a week and then the other half another week. So I'll be reading something else at the same time. And I think my book at the same time as that one will probably be, it's by Fallon Blanchard, the girl who wrote Lease on Love, but I forget what her new book is called. Oh, but it's her new book. So
very nice. That's funny, Theoni. You read faster than anyone I know. Like,
I know.
You're like You're like the fastest reader that I know. So it's like you saying, oh, she reads slower than me. No, you just read really fast. You read really fast. Okay?
You're right. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. So, yes, that is my next that is my next thing. But what are you reading? Or what have you read? Or what are you reading?
Yes. So I was reading my friend's book and I finished that, which was fantastic. So that was kind of slowing me down on reading like actual published books. But I literally this morning I finished reading Jade City by Fonda Lee, which is the adult fantasy book that I think I mentioned last week.
Oh yeah.
It was fucking insane. It was so insane. Like insane. Like I can't even talk about it. It's literally insane. I love all the characters. It literally went from 0 to 100 so quickly where I was like, what is happening? Like I had to take a break because it was so insane. And I'm like really excited because I've heard that like the books just keep getting better. And like the first book I thought was like really good, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So
wait, so how many books are in the series?
It's just a trilogy.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, so I finished that, which was really fantastic. Also, it's like really nice to see and compare how it's different from like young adult fantasy. So it's nice to like get research background by reading these books.
Yeah.
But now I am reading The Bone Shard Daughter by Andrea Stewart, which is another adult fantasy, right? Because I'm going to be drafting my adult fantasy.
Yeah.
I'm like in the adult fantasy mode. But I've heard that one is like really, really good as well. So I'm very excited. It's funny because I can feel myself like starting to like teeter off of adult fantasy. And I'm like, oh no, I need a palate cleanser. Like I need a palate cleanser really soon. But I like also want to just like read these books, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's weird. It's weird.
No, I get that. It's like you can start your field getting into the slump a little bit or like whatever.
Yeah.
So you gotta like prevent it. So
Yes.
if you need suggestions for palate cleansers, let me know.
Okay.
I know you have some on the docket. I was also gonna say I looked at Barnes and Noble for The Serpent and the Wings of the whatever the heck.
Yes.
Because everyone I've talked to really likes it.
It's self-published, so I don't know if it's carried by Barnes & Noble. Maybe Barnes & Noble has been starting to carry a lot more self-published books, but I haven't seen it since I've gone to Barnes & Noble.
Well, that's what Barnes & Noble told me. They're like, we could order it for you, but so yeah. I don't know. Do you
Very
think I
nice.
would like it?
I have no clue. I know that that's a very big BookTok book.
You've never read it?
I've never read it because it's like, oh, are you in your ACOTAR book hangover? This is the book that you should read. And so I've never read it. But I know it. It's on my TBR.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What are you watching?
Girl, I be losing brain cells over Love is Blind. I literally, I don't even know what to watch anymore. Like, I'm so bored of TV. Like, I just don't even know what to watch. And, like, none of my shows are airing new episodes. So I'm kind of just like, There's so many other things I could be doing.
Yeah.
But I have been watching Love is Blind just because I heard there was good drama. And I don't like the show, but it's kind of just, like, a good thing to have on while you zone out.
Yeah.
The drama's pretty good. But it's also just such a stupid premise. Like, you don't know what... No. Like, no. They're like, I love you. I'm like, no, you don't. You've never even seen their face. Like, you don't have any conversations about... No. Sorry. No. Anyways. What are you watching?
I finished watching Daisy Jones and the Six. And okay, see, the thing is that, like, I knew it was going to come to an end, right? Like, obviously. I just, like, couldn't prepare myself for it because it was, like, it's just so good. They did such a good job on this book to TV show adaptation. Like, I'm so impressed. And it was just so bittersweet to end it because I didn't want it to end. You know what I mean?
I'm literally getting chills again. I FaceTimed you when I finished. I was a wreck.
Yes. I know you were.
I was a wreck. I don't know why it hit me so hard. But
Yeah.
I think it was a combination of just the way it ends, which I was predicting, but also the fact that like this is the final time I'm gonna get to see any of those characters, like hear that music, like be a part of the story. Not that I can't rewatch it, but it's just not the same. And like
Yes.
so part of it was like withdrawals, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was so good. If you guys haven't seen it yet, all 10 episodes are on Amazon Prime. It is literally so good. Like I'm so amazed by the writing, but also the acting too. Like they casted everyone perfectly. And I think that's what I'm mourning as well, you know?
Yeah.
Yes. And then I also finished watching Shadow and Bone season 2 on Netflix. That was fine. Again, I have my gripes with it, but it was fun. I like seeing those characters come to life as well. But now I'm kind of like stuck in a rut. Like there's like nothing I really want to watch. There aren't any new episodes for Abbott Elementary, so I don't know. I'm kind of just in a lull right now.
Fair enough. What are you listening to right now?
So I'm still listening to Hosier's EP. I'm sorry. It's literally 3 songs and I'll just have them on repeat.
No, they're so good.
So good. So good. I'm like singing them around the house because I love
them so much.
Oh,
I'm literally obsessed. Okay, and also I found this stupid TikTok song that I can't stop listening to. It's called You Put a Spell on Me by Austin Giorgio.
Yes.
It's kind of like
grab my hips. I don't know. It's something like BookTok, right? Yeah. Yeah. I've heard it before. It's like it's comp to hunting Adeline or whatever, right? That BookTok book.
I have no idea. I did just buy that book though, so I'm gonna read that at some point. But
because people are saying that song is literally chapter 30 or whatever in that book.
I don't know what it is about that stupid song because it's literally to the tune of like I put a spell on you. Yeah. It's kind of like sampling that, but
yes,
I don't know what it is about it really does something to me. So I've been listening to that, and Nasty extended version by Russ comes out Friday.
Yes.
I'm so excited because
you and your books and your music, like just sometimes you just need to calm down.
I do. You're not wrong. You're really not. You're really not wrong. But I can't stop. I really can't.
I know you can't. I know.
Especially as soon as I heard part of that extended version, I lost it.
Yes.
It's literally... I can't. I'm not even going to say Just go listen to the song and you'll know. Yes. You'll know. Okay.
Very nice.
Anyways, what are you consuming? Oh, no. Nothing else listening.
Okay, perfect. What am I consuming? So for lunch today, I ordered like a Korean bulgogi bowl. And it was fine. I mean, I really like bulgogi, but like from the place that I ordered from, it was like really, like it wasn't the best. So I was just like a little disappointed, but
it's
bulgogi? Fine. It's just like a different, like a Korean meat.
Oh, gotcha.
It's like chicken, yeah, basically.
Oh, gotcha.
Or I think it's beef, actually. What are you consuming?
Literally, I've been having these salmon bowls, which have been pretty good. They have like rice, pepita salsa, avocado, and then I've made salmon with like a Thai sweet ginger sauce on it, which has been really good. So I've been eating those. I'm starting to get a little sick of it though, but I have to eat through what I have, so that's annoying. But yeah, that's basically what I've been eating. And some Skittles, but that's about it. Apparently Skittles are banned in other countries. Did you know that?
Yeah, there are a lot of things that are banned from other countries.
I know, but Skittles, really, bro? The thing about those things is Doritos. Oh my god!
I think Doritos are banned. Like, yeah.
My life is over. Like, I can't. This is... I blame the government. Anyways.
Yeah, really.
No. Woo, don't talk to me about that this week. Anyways, okay. So, shall we talk about pop culture?
Let's do it. I have 3 items.
All right, everybody. So, my first pop culture item. Book Lovers by Emily Henry is gonna be a movie, which means we get a real life Charlie Laster, which makes me want to vomit in the best way. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about all these like book to movie adaptations, but like I am also very, very nervous. And we've talked about that on the podcast before, but I am so excited for this movie. Like thinking about like the swimming pool scene and like I'm like, so excited.
Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it and we're talking about it now, maybe I'll just read Book Lovers as a palate cleanser for my all my fantasy books that I've been reading, because literally Book Lovers hit me so hard, and you know this because I relate so hard to Nora, but like I just love Charlie as well, and the tension in this book is literally insane, and I just love this book so much. So the fact that like it's being a movie is like insane to me. It's literally insane.
It's literally gonna be so good. It's unreal. Like it is. Yeah. Oh, everything.
That was my first thing. So I'll move on to like my second item. Selena Gomez came out in a statement via Instagram to stop all the hate towards Hailey Bieber, because Hailey Bieber reached out to Selena Gomez saying that she was receiving all of these death threats based on the drama that has happened, I think, earlier this month about the thing that like literally started with her eyebrows, I think, on TikTok or whatever. And honestly, this drama has been dragged out for so long that I'm just like so tired of seeing it everywhere. Like the thing is that like understand like right from the get-go, that makes sense. Cool. But then people were like comparing Selena and Hailey together, which like I was intrigued with that because the similarities between them were like really too creepy to like not go unnoticed. But now at this point, I'm just like, can we just like let it die now? Like there's no more. There's nothing else to say.
It's already too much, but I was all over it. But it becomes not okay when like Hailey's getting death threats for what? Yeah. For what? Stop. Especially if you're on Selena's side, like even if you felt like that's something you needed to do, you ever think that's something she would do or condone?
Yeah, exactly.
Never.
Exactly.
People are ridiculous.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, too, it's like a part of me is like, oh my gosh, like if Hailey was actually making fun of Selena with the eyebrows, it's funny that the bully is coming to the victim to get defense. I mean, that's a whole different situation. But again, Selena is a bigger person, and that's why I love her. Okay?
Yeah. Well, she's literally being bothered about it. And I think the only reason she said something is because she doesn't condone death. Like, that's when she's like, absolutely not. I don't care who you are. You don't do that. Yep. So
100%.
My next pop culture thing is also relating to Selena Gomez, actually. There are rumors swirling around that she's dating Zayn Malik.
I saw that. Do you believe it?
I don't know if I believe it or not.
Yeah.
But if it's true, I want to tell Selena to run the other direction and that she deserves better. Sorry. How do you feel?
So, okay, the thing is that, like, I'm, like, indifferent about it. Because, again, too, it's like, I believe that Selena will find the true love of her life outside of the musicians that she's been dating. You know what I mean? Like, she needs to get out of the musician pool, get into the actor pool, okay? Because musicians have given her nothing but trouble, okay?
Yup, facts.
The thing is, though, is that they'd make a really great couple, the same way that I thought with Selena and The Weeknd. They made a fantastic couple. So, I don't know.
The reason I'm hesitant is because Zayn has a really bad rep. After his relationship with Gigi Hadid,
Yeah.
So that part I'm a little nervous about.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that showcases his whole personality, though, as well. I think the industry has done him really dirty, unfortunately, in these past couple of years. So, like, I would understand why he's feeling these frustrations. I don't know. I just want him to be happy because he was so successful when he left One Direction, and then it really crashed. Which is so sad because he's so talented. His range is insane.
You're right, girl. Yeah. Okay, you changed my mind. Okay, I see.
Okay, good. Okay, so my last pop culture item is that Brandy and Paolo, I'm going to mess up his last name, Paolo Montalban, I'm not sure, from Cinderella, the 1997 version, reunited for Descendants. And it's honestly the best thing in my entire life, because that was the Cinderella that I watched. It was like the animated version from Disney, and then that was the first live action Cinderella that I had watched, and so I knew them as Cinderella and Prince Charming, and it's crazy that they have reunited for Descendants, and I'm like, this is all I needed. Like, this is all I needed for my life to be okay.
I've never seen that version of Cinderella.
Okay, next time we're together, we have to watch it because Whitney Houston is the fairy godmother.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, no, we have to watch it. It's literally amazing. It's amazing.
Okay, deal. Done. Okay. I have two more quick pop culture things.
Okay.
So one of them is that Kelly Clarkson came out with the name of her upcoming album, and she's going to have like 10 shows in Las Vegas in, I think, August. But her album is going to be called Chemistry. I don't know when it's coming out, but I need that music immediately. I need Kelly to come save the music industry. I need that music. I'm going to be obsessed with it. I already know. I already 100%. Know.
Wait, that's the concert that we should go to. Let's go to Vegas and let's go see her and just spend a weekend in Vegas. Do you want to do it? Let's fucking do it.
Yeah,
we're adults.
Bye. Yeah, we're adults.
We're adults. Okay. We can do whatever we want.
Yes, I've never been to Vegas either.
Me neither.
Woo! Okay, done.
Let's do it.
Deal. Okay.
Cool.
You heard it here for your first.
What? Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? You have to keep that in. You have to keep that in. Oh,
what did I say? You heard it here first. Like in my mind, I was saying you heard it here first, folks.
I know.
That's not what came out. Like, what?
Oh my gosh. That was really funny. Yeah.
Dear Lord. Okay. Anyways, on to the next one. And my last one. Jonathan Majors was arrested on the suspicion of assault, strangulation, and harassment. Mm-hmm. Since that first came out, the woman who accused him has said it was false and like he's not being charged or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So it's not really much of a moment because it's kind of come and gone, but I just thought it was worth mentioning. And it's really sad that he got arrested for something he didn't do.
I know.
It's just bad press for him for no reason.
And it makes me sad too because people were like, oh, I knew that about him all along. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Like, what do you mean you knew it all along? Like, what does that mean? And it was just like really disheartening to see that blow up and then to see it all be like false. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy has been through like hell and back. Like, you guys, give him a break.
Literally, give him a break. I hate people. I really do.
Yeah.
I really do.
No, truly.
So. Ugh. Alrighty. Are you ready, pal?
Yeah.
Or what? Fuck. I was gonna say the SpongeBob thing. Like,
are you ready, kids?
Oh, kids! That's what it is. I was like, are you ready, pal?
Because it's a kids.
Are you ready,
it's a
friends?
kids show.
Yeah. That makes sense now that you say that, but I couldn't think of it. So, anyways, Selena.
I'm not a kid.
Oh.
But I'm ready to talk about the internet's daddy. Woo!
woo, 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 woo. Today,
Yeah.
Selena and I are talking about Pedro Pascal. Here's the thing. I'm obsessed with him. I have not seen one thing that he's acted in. Not one single thing.
It's so funny that you haven't seen him in anything, but he is so lovable. Like, that's crazy. Yes. You know?
No, you know what video I've been obsessed with? The one of him and Oscar Isaac doing the Wired autocomplete interview together.
Yes.
It's such a good video. But anyways, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about like all things Pedro Pascal. So dating history, his career, his family life, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Let's do it. We can start off with just like the facts about him.
Yes.
And then we can get into his career and all of that other fun, jazzy stuff.
Alrighty.
So his full name is not Pedro Pascal, unfortunately. It is
What?
It's actually the internet's daddy. No, I'm kidding.
Pedro the internet's
legal
daddy
name.
Pascal. Yeah.
Exactly. So his full name, I'm going to butcher it because I don't speak Spanish, is Jose Pedro Balmaceda Pascal. And he was born on April 2nd, 1975, which makes him 47 years old.
He's
What?
47. Nothing.
What?
I'm just being dumb.
Okay. And he is Chilean-born American actor. And he is one of 4 kids. He has an older sister, and then it's him, and then he has a younger brother and sister. And when he was a kid, he was in competitive swimming. And he even reached like the state championships in Texas at age 11, but then he had to stop. Well, not that he had to stop, because he actually grew interested in the drama class, which of
Oh
course,
my God.
right? And so from there, he pursued acting. He went to the Orange County School of Arts and graduated in 1993 before attending New York University's Tisch School of Arts, where he graduated in 1997. And then one other thing is that his mom unfortunately died by suicide in 1999. And after her death, he began using her surname professionally, kind of like a tribute to her. And so that's why he goes by Pedro Pascal, because that's his mom's name, which I think was just so... Like, if you have any doubt that he's, like, any more wholesome, like, that fact right there is just, like, ugh, right? Like, arrow to my heart, you know?
Yeah. I just nodded. That's what that was.
Yes.
That's, like, a really beautiful and heartbreaking thing. I can't even imagine. I hear about it all the time, but just thinking about losing someone that way,
I know.
It's horrible, but that was a very, very sweet thing that he did. I think that's really special, honestly.
I know.
So I don't really have anything else about his background. Something that I found very interesting in general when like researching him, there's really not a ton out there about him. And I think part of that is him really, really advocating for his own privacy and really like keeping things low key for himself, which makes this less interesting for us. But I actually really respect that a lot.
No, truly, because I had the same problem too, where it's like I don't really, there's no like good gossip or tea about him.
No,
but honestly, I think it's just because he lives a very quiet, private life, which like all props to him, considering all the big franchises that he's been in, which have insane fans. Like the fact that he can still keep a private life is insane to me.
No, it is insane. And I also think it just goes to show you, because even like the celebrities we think about that have a clean record and whatever, there's always a ton of crap and tons of stuff about them. Yeah. He's known as like the wholesome, like cute celebrity, whatever. Yeah. And there's literally not one thing.
No. It's like crazy. Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, just had to preface with that. But I did find a little bit of his dating history. Most of these are like rumored people, so they don't mean much. I think the last confirmed relationship he had was in 1990 with Maria Dizia. So the last,
Oh my
or in the
gosh.
1990s. So it's been like over 20 years since he's been confirmed in a relationship.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Very private life. But again, it's like if that's what he wants, then go for it.
Yep. Literally. So also in the 90s, he was linked to Sarah Paulson. They had met as they were trying to become actors and stuff. I feel like they were probably just friends and people just assumed there was more. I mean,
I agree.
Sarah Paulson's, I don't know how she identifies her sexuality, but she's also literally married to a woman right now.
Yes,
So
exactly. Yeah.
I don't know about that. But yeah.
Very nice.
Then he also has been rumored to be dating Lily Rabe, Jillian Jacobs, Heidi Klum, which again, I don't think he was actually dating Heidi Klum, but they were in a Sia music video together.
Yes.
So I feel like they just see him do something with someone and then they're like, oh, they're dating. And it's like, y'all just want something to happen and it's probably not.
I think so. That's the thing where it's like they're just trying to get something on him constantly, whereas like he's just like living his best life over here. Like he just like doesn't he doesn't care.
He literally doesn't care.
Yeah.
In 2015, he was rumored to be dating the Mentalist star Robin Tunney.
Oh.
So I don't know what there is there. And then also, I guess it's a known thing that people have been questioning like his sexuality, I guess, which we've talked about this before.
We have
on the
talked
podcast.
about it.
They do the same thing with Shawn Mendes.
Yep.
How about you just stop assuming? Let people live their life. If they want to talk about it, they will. If they don't, they don't. Stop making assumptions. Anyways, that's my rant about that.
Very
so
nice.
people said he was rumored to be dating Oscar Isaac, but they're just friends.
Oscar Isaac is married, isn't he?
Now he is, but I
Yes.
think it's been since 2015 or something.
Oh,
And
got it. Okay.
They've been friends for a long time, so I
Yes,
think
they
it was
have.
before then. And I was like, y'all gotta relax with that. Stop assuming. Anyways, I mean, Pedro Pascal is a very big advocate for that stuff, and he's played a
is.
bisexual character before.
Yep.
So good for him, but that doesn't, just because he plays that character or is an advocate does not mean he identifies as anything but straight. Don't make an assumption.
Exactly, and it doesn't justify us to constantly be questioning him either. We're not allowed to be in those bounds. He can do whatever. He can tell us whatever he wants, or he can withhold stuff too. It's like he doesn't owe us anything, you know?
Exactly. So. Yeah. Anyways, so that's basically anything on the internet about his dating history, which is nothing.
Yeah. How interesting.
I know, right?
Yeah. Okay, are we ready to dive into his career?
Yes.
Okay. Because honestly, it's not so hot. And then suddenly it takes a trajectory of just going straight up. And he just never ever comes down. It's literally insane.
No, that's what's so interesting, because I was looking through everything he's been in, and you know me, I haven't seen anything he's been in. And he's been acting. I think his first film history credit was in 1996 with a short film called Burning Bridges or something like that. And then his first TV show thing was in 1999 in Good versus Evil, and I don't think it was a very big role. I didn't know he started in the 90s because I've really only heard about him the past year, but that's because I've never seen him in anything, and I know he's been in bigger projects for the last little bit, but
yes, correct.
It's just crazy he's been an actor for so long, and now is when he's just blowing up.
I know. Isn't that crazy? It's funny because Jack and I were talking about it too, and he saw something about Pedro Pascal as well, and he was like, yeah, I've seen that guy around so much. What is he? Is he in his 30s or whatever? And I'm like, oh no, hun. He's late 40s, almost 50. He's hitting his success later in life, which isn't a bad thing, but it also goes to show just how resilient he's been in such a difficult industry, being Spanish speaking, not native to America. But he's made it, and he's doing fantastic.
Yeah, he's killing it right now.
Yes. So going off of the smaller roles that you were talking about, he appeared in literally just the most random television series, just one-offs here and there. So it's including Buffy the Vampire Slayer, The Good Wife, Homeland, The Mentalist, Law and Order, Graceland, all of that stuff, until he finally hit his big break in 2014 when he was casted as Oberyn Martell in the 4th season of HBO Max's Game of Thrones. And that is where I first saw him. And honestly, he was fantastic in the role. And I think he was only in a couple of episodes. Spoiler alert, he dies. But also, like, so many people die in that show. So
Yeah.
he was so fantastic. And I was like, oh my God, I don't know who you are. And I loved his character. And then after that, in 2015, he was Javier Pena in the Netflix crime series Narcos from 2015 to 2017. So that was kind of a stint for him. I haven't seen that show, but literally when it first came out, that's all people could talk about.
Yes, I remember that. It was so popular at the time,
Yes.
which is so interesting to me. I've never seen it, so I don't know why this is or what happened, but I'm surprised it didn't last longer since I feel like everyone was obsessed with it at the time.
I know. I know that like Narcos has like a different spin-off as well, because like Narcos is it's the original TV show, and then there's like Narcos something else. I think the reason why it was so big too is because I think everyone was like trying to find something to fill that Breaking Bad hole, you know, because Breaking Bad ended, I don't know, probably like early 2010s or whatever sometime. And so I think Narcos was the big first show that kind of filled that gap, and so it makes sense.
Yeah.
And then Pascal also has some stage experience as well.
Yeah.
Compared to all the films that he's been in. He's received the Los Angeles Drama Critics Circle Award and the Garland Award for his role in the International City Theater production of Orphans, and has performed in classical and contemporary works. And then in 2010, he wrote a play which was directed by Sarah Silverman, which I didn't know.
Oh, cool combo.
Right? That's what I was thinking too. I was
Go
like,
off.
oh, how interesting. Called Flacca Loves Bone. And then he made his directorial debut with a play called Underneath My Bed in 2008. And then he also made his Broadway debut in February of 2019 in an adaptation of King Lear with Glenda Jackson and Ruth Wilson. So
Cool.
I know, that was really interesting. But I don't know, I feel like it's pretty normal for actors to go back and forth between stage and film. So
Which I honestly think is really cool when they can do both well, because people don't realize that like the acting is very different that you do on stage versus what you do in a show. If you tried to replicate what you would do in a movie versus on stage or on a stage in a movie, it would not work.
No, definitely. And also, too, the medium as well. Like, every show in theater is going to be different. Every audience is going to be different. And so, like, I definitely understand, like, the adrenaline of a show versus, like, filming on a set is going to be so different.
Totally.
Okay, and then just jumping back to some of his film credits, in 2019, he then was cast as the Mandalorian in the show The Mandalorian, which is the Star Wars television show on Disney Plus. And season 3 literally just dropped as well.
Oh,
which is probably
cool.
why you've seen his name everywhere. He literally, it's like The Last of Us and Mandalorian. Like, guy has like a huge year. Like,
Yeah,
he's
seriously.
busy. He's busy.
Yeah. I bet he'll get an award for The Last of Us. I've heard everyone's
100%.
obsessed with it, and he's really good in it. So
Yes, which is great because that's my next topic. In February of 2021, he was cast as the lead role of Joel Miller in the HBO adaptation The Last of Us. And Jack and I have only seen 3 episodes, but he is so good. Like, he's so good. Like, I'm impressed how perfect they got that casting. I haven't played the games, but Jack has. And he's like really enjoyed Pedro Pascal's performance of Joel Miller.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah. And just some like fun facts is that like he reportedly received $600K per episode of The Last of Us.
Man's just raking it in, yo.
Right? Which is crazy Because that is not even a lot compared to what the core cast of Game of Thrones made in the last season. They made $1.2 million per episode in the last season of Game of Thrones. So that was like Amelia Clarke, that's Peter Dinklage, that was what's his name? Jon Snow, Kit Harington, Amelia, yeah, I said Amelia Clarke. But yeah, 1.2 million per episode, per the core cast. So I'm like, HBO, you got the budget. You got the budget. Like,
I'm sorry, I'm shook. Let me in an episode of a TV show. I will do whatever you want. You pay me that 1.2 million. You tell me to do it, I'll do it.
Right? Isn't that crazy? Nope. So the thing is too, though, like $600K is a lot for the first season of The Last of Us. So I have no doubt in my mind that, like, obviously they're going to renew it. Obviously it's going to be multiple seasons. Like, he's definitely going to reach that, you know?
Oh, yeah. He'll definitely get paid more next season. There's no way, because it's been so popular.
Yes, and he is so high in demand. Like, again, the season 3 of The Mandalorian just dropped. He's in The Last of Us. And he also has, like, name credit, too. Also, he knows everyone at HBO because he was in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, so.
Which is funny, which goes into my next fun fact. Because the role that Bella Ramsey got, who is Ellie in The Last of Us, her first role ever acting was Game of Thrones. And the big role, I know, and the big role that shot Pedro Pascal into stardom was Game of Thrones. And now they're starring together in The Last of Us.
That's so cute.
Right? That's like so amazing. Also, though, like the flex of like being like, oh yeah, my first acting credit was Game of Thrones. Like,
girl,
oh my god.
Okay, pop off.
Right?
Like, and I've heard Pedro Pascal and what's her name?
Bella Ramsey.
Bella Ramsey. Yeah. Apparently they have a very sweet relationship in real life.
They do. It's so cute. I've seen little clips of them and they're so funny. They're so funny. Like, the chemistry is great. Like, it's so funny.
I feel like I really need to watch that show.
Yeah, I mean, it's heavy. It's like it's not zombies, because they do tweak it just a little bit so it's not completely zombies, but it's a HBO Max adaptation, and I feel like those TV shows from HBO are always kind of heavy, but again, they're so good because they know how to execute it so well.
Yeah, facts.
But that's all that I have on his like acting creds. Do you have anything else?
No, I really don't. I mean, I jumped in with what I had, honestly. Yeah. I really don't have anything else.
I know. I mean, he's just quiet. He's like living his life, and he is super, super successful, but he's just living his quiet life.
I think for me, I just really enjoy when what seems like good people are getting success and so much attention. Because so many times it's like the crappy people or the people who are doing mean things or whatever are the ones getting the attention and the success. And it's like, why? Like he just seems someone who really deserves it and works for it and is still so kind despite all like the success. And I just have a lot of respect for people like that because I think it's hard not to get an ego, and he still seems like very chill and kind, and I have respect for that.
Of course, yeah. And it's like, I feel like this is such a long time coming. Like, he's done his dues. He's done all of his TV show appearances and all of this stuff that, like, now the universe has said it is your time to shine. And it is literally giving him all of the roles, all of the headlines. And it's like, he deserves this, you know?
He does. He really does. So everybody, we know you've been waiting so much for this moment in the episode, but you're going to have to wait another week to find out because our topic for next week is going to be a surprise. Sorry.
It is going to be a surprise. So we're hoping that you come back to find out what we talk about. I will be back next week to find out what we talk about.
Yeah. Because it'll be a surprise to you and us.
You and me both, yeah.
You and me both, kid. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for listening, and we will see you next week.
Bye.